guys? It's Mary.
And Amma.
We got you guys a like,
And subscribe.
share
And comment.
down below, you guys, because today Mom wants to talk about giving kudos to men, and I really do not care about this video, but I am here by force.
You know something? Yesterday I was just talking about that this is a problem that black men have to really handle. You know, the whole thing that's going on with the black male on black male crime.
Yeah.
Black male on black women and children crime. This whole thing that happened with Takeoff, the stuff that's happening with Kanye and Kyrie. That guy, Daryl Brooke, who had beaten up his girlfriend before he went and killed all those people. Like I had just said, black men really, you guys have to just get to a space where you guys are handling these things. How you should handle them, I don't know, because I'm not a black man. And it's not my issue. I'm not gonna go and take that role at all. But I wanted to say kudos. Today I saw the whole thing, because I remember, Kanye, I just really felt that he got what he got. With Kyrie, I really felt also, even though, he had his all-white party, when was this? I think, was it about 3 years ago, he had all this all-white party and stuff, or was it after he won the championship? Well, that was a little while ago, or 5 years ago. But anyway, he had this all-white party where he did not invite, there were no black girls there.
It wasn't all whites. It means all whites women party. That's what we were
talking
about.
There were no black girls there. There were women there. It wasn't just all white women, but it was like there were women there that were not black. That's what I'm thinking. Like just an all white party. I don't know if they had whatever, but there were not black women there. And I had a problem with that because you're a black man. How do you have a party? You go to a party, and I know sometimes people will say, hey, someone put up this party for me. I don't know who they invited. When you as a black person are in a party like that, you kind of have to be like, what's his name? Virgil Abloh, what he did. Like, I need to open the door for my black brothers and sisters to be able to come here so that I am not the only black person here. That's how I feel that you have to do. You have to speak up. You can't just allow people to just make parties for you or whatever. That is if you want to use that as an excuse. But I want to get on to...
But I just want to quickly say this, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
My thing is, though, if their person is putting the party up for you,
and
right?
That is to say, because I don't know if someone did it or he did it. Or he put a step by and say, yes, that's what I want.
Even if it was somebody who put it up for you, how would they know not to invite black women?
Yeah.
If they're doing it for you. Unless, because I'm sure you would have told them, this is why I want the party to be, this, that, and the third, or whatever. So how does a person go and make a party like that for you, and they know not to invite white women?
Well,
not to invite black women.
This is what I will say.
Personally, I do not care about being somewhere where I am not wanted and celebrated. So I actually don't care if he did not invite black women. If that's what you like, that's good. Yeah. But let's not have black women there and you're disrespecting them and putting them down because you really don't want them there. I'd rather be somewhere where I am celebrated and appreciated. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like what Chris Brown did at one of his parties. Well, yeah, he did something where he says, oh, no, this person can't come in here, they're too dark.
Chris Brown has always been a colorist. I mean, just look at all the women he's dated.
But with Kyrie Irving, I will not be surprised if that occurred. You know why I say that? I wouldn't be surprised that he is kind of lackadaisic when someone is doing something or not doing something on his behalf, and he's acting as though he doesn't have any say. You do have a say, Kyrie. The way you're going around now, trying to have a say in things, you need to start having a say like that in your own personal life. The reason why I say that people could be doing things who are in his circle, who are doing things that are not great for him, I will believe that. You know why? When he was going through this whole problem, which he's still going through this whole problem.
With what, the anti-Semitic?
With this whole problem. These days it's like you can't even say the word, because if you say the word, it's some big thing. So I don't even want to say that word, actually. But he's going through a problem. I don't know what problem he's going through. You know what I haven't seen, because I am really into basketball, and I've been watching the NBA for decades. I am shocked that his agent, and I don't even know who his agent is. I gotta find out who the agent of Kyrie Irving is. But I'm surprised that his agent has not even come out to even speak on his behalf. You will think that your agent is someone who represents you.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I cannot even see like Rich Paul, something going on with one of his clients, and he's not there like speaking on his client's behalf.
Facts.
So I am shocked that Kyrie Irving's agent hasn't said anything. But it will be very interesting to see who his agent is. Now, the kudos that I wanted to give kudos to, first of all, the the National Basketball Players Association, the NBPA, for coming out and saying we are going to appeal this decision.
Appeal what decision?
The decision of Kyrie having to go through all these, I don't know, is it 6 steps now before he can come back in, for him to go through all of this stuff. Okay. Yeah, get the key and talk to them. Here's the key.
I don't need the key.
Okay. She's gonna go get the water for us. So, where was I? I got a little confused about the whole Kyrie Irving thing because she interrupted me when she got up. But yeah, I wanted to give kudos to the NBPA for at least coming out and saying we're going to appeal, because I wondered where were they. And then when they spoke to LeBron, which, LeBron, I really just love LeBron. I am happy that he did not hang Kyrie up to dry, because he could have just been like, yes, like suspend him. And I think they gotta, like put him here and just beat him down or whatever. I think they need to add more punishment. He didn't do that. He was just like, look, I don't like to hurt people. I don't put stuff on my stuff that hurts people. And he has apologized already. And so pretty much like, he has apologized. So that's it. He understands, that he hurt people, and that's it. He did not go like what Charles Barkley did, talk about he needs to be suspended. The NBA has not done enough. Adam Silver hasn't done enough. He did not do all that. Or what Shaquille O'Neal did, the same thing. So I want to say at least Kenny Smith was like, I take him at his word. He apologized, and I take him at his word. Like, I believe what he said. I believe the apology, pretty much he's saying the apology is enough. So at least Kenny Smith had something to say. At least he stood up. So kudos to him. But Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, I was shocked that Shaquille would do that. I mean, Charles Barkley, you just never know with him. But I was surprised at Shaquille, especially when we come to find out that Shaquille's theater had actually shown this movie in 2019. So I am actually surprised that, Shaquille's... I'm surprised that no one is getting on as Shaquille. I'm also surprised that no one has... actually, Jay Williams, because I was thinking about this. I was like, well, where is this thing being sold? It's being sold on Amazon, right? How come they have not affected Amazon? Mama, someone is calling you. Let them help you close the gate. Sorry. Someone is calling you, Mama. Anyway, I was kind of surprised that no one had said anything about Amazon, because the movie is sold in Amazon. Is it because, Jeff Bezos is so wealthy, they don't want to, touch him? I just wondered about that. Now Amazon is coming out saying that they are thinking, not will do, but they're thinking about putting a disclaimer on the movie. Now they're thinking about doing that. But you've been selling it all this time, making your billions of dollars, right? But Jay Williams, he did come out and say something. So kudos to him for saying something. And he is a sports anchor. He still has his job there with ESPN. And so, he put his job on the line to come out and say, no, this is not right. It's too much. It's too much. It's like buck breaking, right? So kudos to Jay Williams. Kudos to LeBron for not hanging Kyrie out to dry. He really could have done that because sometimes Kyrie has been quite shady. Sometimes, when it comes to LeBron, they've had their little stuff. So I was happy, and then Jaylen Brown for being that spokesperson, and he's the vice president of the NBPA, and coming out and making that statement to say we are going to appeal this, and stuff like that. So, yeah. So that is what's going on. So I just wanted to say kudos because I was just like, where are the black men and what are you all going to do? Like, what in the world are you all going to do? This is not our problem. What are you guys going to do? So I am happy that they did come out to say something. We will see if more people, come out and say something. I look at Stephen A. He looks like he is, coming out and saying something that, hey, this is emasculating. I saw that today. I looked at, and the other person I wanted to say I was really disappointed. I'm so, disappointed at Shannon Sharp. Like, I am so disappointed. I don't know. I mean, you guys, if this is just like something that you guys don't know anything about, and I'm just talking to an audience who doesn't really, but like I watch basketball just faithfully, and it has just really whatever. But Shannon Sharp, I was just so shocked. Shannon Sharp is there sitting across from Skip Bayless. And this guy, Shannon Sharp is black and Skip Bayless is white. And Shannon Sharp is just sitting there as Skip Bayless. First of all, he's like, oh, Kyrie is dumb and all this stuff. But Skip Bayless is sitting there talking about, well, Kyrie has an owner and he's owner. This is what his owner wants out of him. And he's owner. Like he kept on saying Kyrie's owner. This guy, Sarah, he is the owner of the Nets, of the Brooklyn Nets. He is not Kyrie Irving's owner, Skip. And Skip is someone who he knows when he says something. He knows what he's saying. For Skip to be there, keep on saying Kyrie's owner, he knew what he was saying. And I felt like he was kind of dog whistling, race big, and that's how I felt. And I never thought that about Skip, but I saw that with Skip. And it was so disgusting. You guys don't know how much I will watch Undisputed, laugh, and just feel so good watching that show. The dynamic between Shannon and Skip, and I'm just so disgusted. I will never watch that show again. I will not, and I hope their show really goes down. Because, I will not watch it again.
Really?
Because Shannon will not open his damn mouth. Like, you could have corrected Skip and just said, you know something, Skip? You have said owner like twice now. You need to stop saying Kyrie's owner. The man is the owner of the Nets. And
he's his boss.
But what we knew about, he's not his owner.
I said boss.
And
like a boss you would have in an office.
And even a couple of years ago, they were even talking about changing the name to owner because it seemed too slave masterish. Changing the name from owner to something else that they were going to start calling them instead of owner. Okay? So for him to sit there and talk about Kyrie's owner and what he's owner, he said this like 5 or 6 times. He knew exactly what he was saying. And he continued to say it in your face, Shannon. And I feel as though he was trying to get under Kyrie's skin. And no one opened their mouth to... He should be suspended. Skip Bayless should be suspended. He should be suspended for a month for doing that. Over and over and over again. How come you all are not saying anything about that? So anywho... and I just, like I said, I have been watching Undisputed ever since the show started. Ever since the show started. I've even been watching Skip Bayless when he was there with Stephen A. on First Take. That's how much I've been watching this man, and actually liked him. And yes, I know all the thing about it was a black woman who raised him, but your racism is showing, Skip. It was just in poor taste. You did it on purpose. You wanted to put Kyrie in some kind of place or let him know you got an owner, or maybe it was just in poor taste. You guys go ahead and look at it and tell me, tell me what you think. But I felt as though Shannon, you should have just corrected him. Just said, Skip, you've used this word twice now. I'm going to stop you right there before you continue to use it and dig a hole for yourself. Stop saying Kyrie's owner. Say the owner of the Nets. Okay? He's not Kyrie's owner. He doesn't own Kyrie. Okay? You can say owns his career. He really doesn't even own his career. Kyrie can go to... Kyrie is still a good player. Someone else can hire him. Another team can hire him. Like Kyrie being on the Nets, Kyrie bringing LeBron, what's his name, Kevin Durant to the Nets. Okay, that's why people are even watching the Brooklyn Nets. So he has made you quite a bit of money. Okay, Kyrie leaves, Kevin Durant goes ahead and leaves with him. Guess what? Ain't nobody watching you at all, because ain't nobody coming to no Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, buddy.
But they can go to the Knicks. Okay. So him being there, and anywhere they go to play, people are watching the game. So just miss me with your foolishness, okay? It is like a wonderful relationship. Nobody has the owns on somebody else. But I just thought it was in poor taste. I thought that Skip did it on purpose. I think he should be suspended for that. And he should apologize.
Yeah.
And probably go and speak to, I don't know, what black group is out there. Speak to them and get some sensitivity training. The same thing you're saying Kyrie should do, you should go do too, Skip. And I'm just shocked that someone like Shannon, who is so fair, he says, could not correct this man in front of him. Ugh, you guys go watch it. It was in such poor taste. I was in shock. You don't know how much my heart has broken this week seeing this foolishness. Because remember, I always used to say I had a crush on Shannon, right?
I know.
And I love Skip Bayless. Like I've been listening to him and all, even though he's so against LeBron, I've always felt it was just comical, And the way they kind of go at each other, I was just like, it was really distasteful. But I wanted to just say kudos to those brothers, who did step up. It wasn't much, not many of them. But hopefully there will be a time. Because I just felt as though all he tweeted out was a movie, right? He tweeted out a movie. I just felt it wasn't to the level of what Kanye did, not at all. That's how I felt. But I also felt that Kyrie, I don't know why you actually got in the fray. Because when you got in the fray, it was as if you were trying to tell, I guess, black people, hey, you all better watch this movie here that talks more about what Kanye is saying. That's how it felt. So even though, you didn't write anything on your little link, the timing that you did it in was a timing that you were doing on purpose. That's how I feel. Okay? You have apologized. I always say on this show, when someone apologizes, what do I say? I take them at their word.
Yeah.
Someone apologizes. I don't care if it's the worst apology. I take you at your word. That's what you said. Okay, fine. Because you're not in anybody's brain to know whether they meant it or not. I'm not in someone's brain. If Skip comes now and he apologizes, which I think he should apologize and he should be suspended. But if he comes and he says, I'm sorry, I take him at his word.
Yeah.
But since he wants all this stuff to happen with Kyrie, maybe the stuff should also happen to him. Because he coming out here, like, this was just, it was out of bounds. Out of bounds. Anyone who would have watched that, I don't care what race you are, anyone who watches that, you will find how distasteful it is. Very distasteful. Very distasteful. And this is from a fan. This is from an actual fan. Distasteful. To the point that I'm not watching both your asses no more. I'm not watching your ass, Shannon, and I'm watching your ass, Skip. You all have lost a fan. You have lost a fan completely. Craziness. Well, but that's all.
Yes, y'all.
I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to give the kudos. Give kudos where it's giving.
Yes.
It's a shame. It's just a handful. I think only 5 people, less than 5 people.
Yes.
Hopefully, it will start an avalanche, right? And I was also surprised that. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that one alone. I was just surprised because usually when stuff happens, But anyhow, we'll see. We'll see what tomorrow brings. I definitely will let you guys know what the Basketball Player Association, what the appeal generates, and see what happens.
Also, they're appealing the decision.
They're going to appeal even the suspension and all of that and give him back pay. Like if they say, okay, this was too much. Because, I have been in the basketball, like I said, I've been watching for a while. We have had owners who've called people the N-word, like said some crazy stuff. Like there have been some crazy stuff that have gone on in the NBA, with different people and stuff like that. So I just feel as though I honestly feel like this is also like an extra thing about the whole COVID thing too. Like they couldn't quite get him and stick it to him for the whole COVID thing. Like by the time they were getting like suspending him and whatever mandates were being removed, and all of a sudden it was like he was able to come back. So I think this is just remnants from that also.
Yeah.
Like how dare you? And then I don't think he went into the bubble also. So that's from 2020, right?
Yeah.
He didn't go in the bubble. Didn't take the vaccine. Then now this. It's like, huh. And then, he was going to leave.
Yeah.
He was going to leave. It was earlier this year, right? There was this whole thing he was leaving. And then because of that, Kevin Durant also was leaving.
Yeah.
So they're just like, Kyrie,
he's on
we're not getting you just for this. This is how it looks like to me.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, okay, boo-boos, you did not get him for all these other 3 things. You missed the boat. But you can't just have an avalanche and say, oh, we're going to put all of this here because it's not fair.
Yeah.
You should have gotten him for those things. Well, whatever. You couldn't get him, I mean, too bad, so sad. Move on, Move on.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. But I feel as though I know some people think it's emasculating, it's buck breaking, but I'm thinking now when I'm thinking about it, it might also be that they just haven't gotten Kyrie. 2020, he refused to go in the bubble. Then he refused to take the vaccine. Then, he was going to leave the Nets. Then KD was going to leave the Nets. They were all in trade talks. That did not work out. They're there, kind of reluctantly, but they're there, right? And then now this. So it was like those 4 things. So he's getting punished for all 4. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
You guys get in the comments. Let me know what you think. But
Yes,
kudos to those men who hopefully have started, to get their shit together. Hopefully.
Yes. But it's Mary.
And Amma.
Thank you guys for watching. Give you guys a like,
Subscribe.
share,
And comment.
down below. Bye.